Recording started.
All right, welcome to Free Association. So I'm just going with the flow at the moment, and I've been having a conversation with somebody I know from another show that I do called Technocratic Tyranny Blues, the music show. Uh, he wants to do a joint venture. I'm happy to do a joint show with him, and he's interested in history. So we're going to do a history show in the new year, probably on Revolution Radio. If not on Revolution Radio, we'll do it on Podbean. But it's going to be Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we're talking about doing at least one show on Tartaria, and there's potential to do shows on British history and on other things as well. It's not something I know very much about, so I'm relying on other people to provide the detail of it. But I'll host, I'll facilitate, I'll produce to some extent, I'll guide it along to the best of my ability, and we'll work as a team and see what we can come up with. And if it comes out reasonable, then I'm happy. I've had some practice producing and facilitating for other people, and it might turn into a round table. It might just be a dialogue. It might initially be a dialogue and then turn into a round table. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm open to all possibilities for this show. I need to come up with a name with the word history in it. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So I'm excited. I've got something to focus on over Christmas, which is always a good idea for me. And it's new territory. So it opens up a whole set of possibilities with production that I need to get established with as well. So if I can produce for other people, that gives me the option of doing more variety and being hands off a little bit more with the content. Whereas I've been tight on the content, I've been holding on tight because it was my own stuff. If I'm bringing other people in, then it's their stuff, so I can just give the content to them and ask good questions and kind of guide it and structure it a little bit. So that's the idea. That's the project for 2023. I don't know what it's called yet, but we're starting in January. So we've got a month, basically. We've got, 3 weeks, possibly 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get it sorted, 1 week for a technical rehearsal, and then live at some point in January. That's the way that my head places it. And we need to have a couple of weeks of backwards and forwards by email. We do need to have a technical rehearsal because he needs to know how the system works at Revolution Radio. We need to get the slot sorted out. So I need to book the slot, do the technical rehearsal, work out a system. We'll work out a system over the first month, then get stuck into the flow of the show. And we'll do as many shows as there is content for. So we're talking about history. So what's that? 13 billion years of universal history, if you believe the Big Bang Theory, which I may or may not do. I don't know now, quite honestly. It's very possible that it's all something else. If we're living in a simulation, then it all goes out the window. But I don't really know anything about history, so it gives me an opportunity to talk to people who've been doing research and find out what they've found out and question them. And I don't take anybody as an expert unless they can bring receipts with them, unless they can bring evidence with them of some sort. So I need to decide what evidence I'm prepared to accept and what evidence I'm not prepared to accept in terms of history to be able to structure this show properly. So I've got a couple of weeks to work that out. And then we'll do it. And if I don't work it out in time, we'll just work it out as we go along. I'll try and figure out some kind of logical system That means I can accept some things and not accept some things and question some things in the middle. Most of it will probably be questioning, I would imagine, because I tend to be in the middle. It takes me a long time to make a decision about whether I believe something or not. And even then I might move back to the middle. So that's the way I do things. So it makes me a good host, makes me a good facilitator, because I'm prepared to move and support the guest and then question the guest from the opposite point of view. So I'll be playing devil's advocate a little bit on this show as well. It gives me a chance to express me as all of those places. So dialectic and in the middle and facilitating and supporting. So we'll see how it goes anyway. I've done this in philosophy groups before, so it's really just a matter of adapting it to history. Should be interesting, should be fun. And that's why I'm doing it, really. I want to have some fun with it. And yeah, so there we go. All right, thanks for watching. And I shall see you again later on this evening, maybe, or probably tomorrow. All right, thanks again.